Hey, this is Coach Adam Cobb, of the FIC method. And I'm here in Bali with my brother, friend, client, Mastin Kipp.
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Mastin's the CEO of The Daily Love. Sign up right now, dailylove.com.
Yes, sir.
TheDailyLove.com.
TheDailyLove.com.
TheDailyLove.com. And also the author of The Daily Love, Growing into Grace. So you have to go get that right now. Go to Amazon and pick that book up. What I want to share is that Mastin is incredible. Mastin, you're incredible.
You are incredible, my man.
And you're incredible at everything you do, taking people up to really to the next level. You know, you get in and you help them feel their feelings, you help them take up a notch. And in the coaching that I do with moving, eating well, and thinking well, that's similar practice.
Yes.
And with you originally came to me and said, hey, I've felt like I have a lot of mastery on different areas, but there's one in health and wellness that I really want to tackle this year.
Yes.
And I said, great, let's tackle it together.
Yes.
Right? So I wanted to title this the Holiday Hangover. And it's appropriate because it's holiday season. And wanted to ask you, what do you do during the holidays that you've done in the past that you know this year is going to be a little different because we're focused around our health and wellness?
Yeah, so I mean, I think as a sugar addict, someone who identifies as a sugar addict and also a cocaine addict, when you look at the physiology of how those substances interact with the brain, it lights up the same centers. Has in many ways similar effect. In fact, sugar is actually more addictive than cocaine in many ways. It's cheaper and also very legal and everywhere.
But prediction is that it won't be in 5 years.
Hopefully, that's right. I saw that and I love that, by the way. So I love that you, Mark Hyman, the Fed Up movie, all that type of stuff is really taking on the sugar thing full course. It's so important. But it's also permission during the holiday time to just kind of go for it. Because if you look at the food that's available out there, all the food is sugar food.
That's right.
Everything is sugar. Candied yams. Everything is doctored up with sugars and also fats that are not good for you. And basically, for me in the past, basically Halloween through January 1st, like basically all of November, December, great excuse to just kind of go off, because it's winter time. You kind of feel like you're hibernating. It's like it's kind of okay. Everyone else is doing it. And I've had successful holiday seasons in the past, and I've had unsuccessful holiday seasons in the past.
What's an unsuccessful look like?
So it just looks like eating stuff here and there, like just like going, like when you're at a holiday party. I mean, everything is available. You have one, have two, and then the brain is so addicted to sugar. Next thing you know, you've had 10, and you don't know why. That's addiction. That's been very unsuccessful for me. And then the other thing is that there's always the associated social functions, and also just going out and also if you look at like when America gets sick, it's usually in January.
That's right.
And we think it's some flu. My thought is that it's the detoxing from this time of year, where it's just like our nervous system and our whole immune system is just in such toxic shock. So I think for me it's really, I'm grateful to be in Bali during the holiday season because it's away. But I think for me I would call it an abstinent holiday season, right? Because if you think about what the holidays are all about, the Christian holidays are all about celebrating Jesus. All the holidays on some level have some major significance. I think it'd be great to take that celebration and turn it inward this holiday. Instead of using it as a reason to check out, disassociate, get drunk, and put on 10, 20, 30 pounds.
Sure.
Like how can you have self-care? Because for me in the past, it was just sugar binging all day long. And the sugar in the holidays is just, it's like better. You know what I mean? Because like there's all of the different dishes and the pumpkin pies and the whipped creams and
it's the best of the best.
It's just incredible. I think I'll probably have one piece of pumpkin pie during this time. But really that's what it's about, is an abstinent, sugar-free holiday season. That's great. That's really, what's clear for me is, really for me, when I look into especially 2015, I see it as a sugar-free year.
Amazing.
And I don't mean, fruit sugar. I mean like, cane sugar, talking like the high glycemic stuff that
added sugar.
Yeah, the inflammatory sugars.
Sure. So I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing one, if you want to escape, guys, just translate this. If you want to escape, this holiday season, just go to Bali.
No, what I'm saying is, for an addict, you don't want to have it around. Like if you're an alcoholic, don't have alcohol in the house. And like if you're a sugar addict, which most people are, don't have it around. It's like inviting the enemy into your home.
That's right. Yeah, because you're gonna have it at the parties anyway, and you can have a little less of it.
That's right. And the other thing is that I would also suggest us just stack up on L-glutamine.
Great.
Because I'm telling you told me about it, and ever since I took L-glutamine, like literally the sugar craving is just crushed with having some of the coconut oil, butters, and the higher fats, the avocados and stuff like that, olive oils. Like the brain chemistry that produces, like the sugar cravings are significantly reduced.
And when do you have the glutamine?
all day, in the morning, afternoon, and night. And
What
also,
do you mix it with?
I'll have an FYC shake. I'll have a JJ Virgin shake. Sometimes I'll just put it straight in water, just to have it.
Great.
The other thing is that sometimes when I do slip, I immediately have glutamine because it helps counteract the physiology. So I notice that the next day, if I don't have glutamine, the sugar cravings increased.
Great.
If I do have glutamine, it's decreased.
Okay, and some people that are watching, you may hear glutamine, and especially people that are watching that are athletes.
Yes.
That may follow, this, what I do because of the athletes I work with. Typically, glutamine is just for people that lift, for men that lift weights post-workout.
Yes.
And what you're saying is it's not, right?
Well, I think what I've seen in my own experience and with our clients, because we have a process called the Daily Love Cleanse, which is a 30-day process where we take people off sugar. And there's all kinds of sugars everywhere, and alcohol, and hidden everywhere. JJ Virgin's book, Sugar Impact Diet, it exposes like all of these hidden sugars. Like in vinaigrettes, and just the most random places. Glutamine has been shown to really reduce those cravings at a cellular level, so that it's not necessarily about willpower. It's about feeding your body well.
Real quick, it's incredible because Mastin's hired me to work with him, and as I'm listening to him, I'm thinking, one, maybe my best student, but two, maybe I'm gonna hire him to work on my health and wellness.
But I just think because I look at it from an addiction perspective, right? Mm-hmm. Like an addiction is, my friend Tommy Rosen from Recovery 2.0 says, addiction is any behavior you continue to do regardless of the fact that it brings negative consequences into your life. Mm-hmm. And especially around sugar, we think, well, if I could just willpower it through, I'll be okay. But if you look at the physiology of addiction, it's literally your brain trying to be fed well. Mm-hmm. So my whole question is, well, how can I feed my brain in a way where I don't have those cravings anymore? Mm-hmm. And what's been amazing about working with you is that it's also getting that movement in. Because you talk so much about movement, exercise, because that rushes your body with all the serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I just think as we're watching, like the holidays are coming up, it's a great excuse to go out and have lots of food. And I love the idea of the holiday hangover. It's like I always think this time of year, like how do you want to wake up on January 1st? Mm-hmm. Right?
That's a great question.
Because it's like if you wake up fat, bloated, overweight, and just kind of with no momentum, that's one way to do it. Mm-hmm. The other way to do it is take care of yourself now, so that when you wake up January 1st of 2015, you're like revving, right? Because I always think how you spend January 1st kind of dictates the way that you spend your year, the direction that you spend your year. So I'm not waking up hungover. I'm not waking up hungover on sugar.
So let's have some fun, and let's just do a rapid fire back and forth. Couple tips we'll just share.
Sure.
So I'll start. One tip is on the day of, like, say, Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, right? Whatever that may be. Hanukkah, right? Whatever that may be for you. Work out the morning of. Just move the morning of, and you'll just see yourself. One, you can eat whatever you want, typically, right? Because you're gonna lose. You're just gonna be able to eat less. Right? You worked out in the morning, you move.
Well, you turn the engine on.
You turn it on, right? And that's my one tip. Real quick, work out the morning of, you're gonna have the dinner. How about you?
I think that anytime you have sugar, counter it with some L-glutamine, 100%. And the other thing is that really make it your intention to have a sugar-free holiday season.
Sugar-free holiday season. I'm gonna go up again, and that would be carry a water bottle around with you all holiday season. Because if you can stay hydrated, well then the alcohol that you're going to have, because you're gonna have some alcohol typically, you're gonna have the sugar foods, even you're gonna try your hardest not to, there'll still be little things here and there, but the more that you're hydrated, you're filling up on water, and you're filling up less on the bad stuff.
Yes.
What do you got?
I also think it's important to alkalize the system. Like FYC greens are great, green juice is great, because when you're eating a lot of these foods, it's super acidic, and especially the food combination, when you're combining like starches and meats together, it's like that just putrefies in your system, right? Okay. So it's like super acidic. So if you can alkalize, green juice, FYC, I would say greens, whatever that might be, very powerful.
Okay.
And also with that, I think also adding fiber into your diet. It's been a huge tip for me. JJ Virgin turned me on to fiber. And fiber has been incredible because it's so filling, and so that's for me is like I want to feel full, so I put fiber in the shakes, fiber in drinks, stuff like that. Actually feel full during meals. It's been incredible. Slim husk and other fibers like that have been incredible.
Amazing. And last one for me would just say that you're going to make bad choices during the holiday season. It's just okay. But make better bad choices during the holiday season.
That's right.
You may bring, if you're going to a holiday party, and you may bring the healthy dish. So you actually have a dish with you. Make a dish for the party, bring it with you, right? That's one way to do that. I think that's just a key tip. Bring something with you. So, and I want to hear also, have some fun. And what is the one or two things that you absolutely love during the holiday season?
Food-wise?
Yeah.
Well,
bliss out.
All right,
just the
so
thought
first of
it.
all, pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
Pumpkin pie.
Like,
whipped
I
cream.
want a whole pumpkin pie, just like with like a mountain of whipped cream on
Okay.
it. Like, that would be fantastic. And then obviously turkey, you know.
And turkey.
Yeah, and the combination of the two is very good for your body. I mean, metabolize. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course, yeah.
It like that's called that's called coma after
Yeah,
that.
it's
you know.
called itis.
Yeah, and also candied yams.
Candy
With
yams.
like with whipped cream or something like that, and marshmallows. Oh my god, so amazing. What about you?
Man, for me, it's my mom's.
Like, don't eat it, right?
Yeah, don't eat it though. Don't eat it though. And it's my mom's pumpkin. It's also pumpkin, but pumpkin bread with crumb on top.
Oh.
It's phenomenal. And then she makes this incredible, just desserts, but this unbelievable coffee ice cream cake, where she layers coffee ice cream down and then crushes Oreos and put coffee on top. But here's the big thing. So we're sharing this with you. You're thinking, why are you talking about this? We're talking about holiday hangover. Well, you can still treat yourself. Again, make better, bad choices.
Right.
This year, what you do is fill up first with protein. Right? Start with protein on your meal. That's one way.
Yes.
Drink your water. Make sure you're hydrated. Start with protein. Have some vegetables. Make sure that's the focus point. And then have in some of the yams. Right? Have the dessert. But just have a little bit of moderation, enjoy it, treat yourself, because this season, this is a stat I want to share with you, I think we talked about it before, was that most people gain about 7 to 10 pounds.
Yes.
Right? 7 to 10 pounds during holiday season. And then maybe they take off 3 or 4 or something like that. If you add it up, I mean, it could be on average about 5 pounds a year.
Of weight gain.
Yeah. You know, and after 10 years, I mean, it's 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And we can absolutely not afford to do that right now.
No.
You know, there's nobody can afford.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, if you're watching this, you're definitely interested in bettering your life.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great tips for entrepreneurs. This is great tips for your relationship. I can tell you, sugar has messed up my romantic relationship from time to time. Like, oh my gosh, because it just messes up your physiology. So I think this is not just a great tip for the holiday stuff, but really to have a quality time during the holidays too, because it can be so frenetic. You know, traveling, all that type of stuff. Yeah. So it's really just about taking care of yourself to be able to show up for the loved ones as well.
And you had shared with me that sugar prevents emotional instability, was it?
Well, no. So basically, sugar,
that was awesome.
Yeah, basically, sugar. What it does is it just throws your brain for a loop, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, we get people that rage on sugar. I mean, there's a guy that literally had too many Twinkies, went into a complete rage, and is like suing Twinkies right now because of that. You know, I mean, like, and there's probably some real scientific background on that as well. But like, it really messes with your biochemistry, which has nothing to do with your willpower, who you are as a soul. It's really just your biochemistry is all messed up. Mm-hmm. And so the more that we can guard that, the better.
That's great. Hey man, thanks so much for
being
here,
bro.
It's been amazing, man. Hey, so if you're watching this, you're seeing this at Facebook or YouTube channel, go over to CoachAdamCobb.com and leave some comments. And what I'd love to know is, what's your treat food? What's the treat food that you really enjoy? And what's one way that you're going to kind of live that healthy lifestyle? And maybe with some tip that we said today that it really it kind of sparked in you, you really loved. Thanks so much, Mastin, for being here. And it's just so appreciative, you know, just brotherhood.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here, bro.
You know, so great, man. So again, this is Coach Adam Cobb. See you soon.
If you look at like when America gets sick too, it's usually after all that. And oh, hello.
Hey, did I say we were in Bali?
We'll pause that. That. Can we? Thanks, Mark.
Awesome.
All right, we'll start that. We'll start that question again.
Yeah. Cool.